Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm Donnie Nunez. I know a lot of you haven't met me before, and a lot of you guys have known me for a long time, and gals. When I say guys, I mean both guys and gals, so forgive me if that offends. I don't think it will. Anyway, I just wanted to try something a little different and say hello to you guys via video and go over a couple of things, housekeeping so to speak, or what we're planning on doing this coming weekend for the Tommy Nunez Youth Foundation Officiating Clinic. Give you a little history of it. This is probably our 20th year doing it. It started a long time ago with my brother Tommy Nunez Jr. and Andy Rios wanting to do something for the local officials because nothing was really being done. And so, sitting in a bar one night, me and a good friend of mine, Scott Harris, decided to use a pen and a napkin and put together a camp and kind of took off from there. A number of our local guys came. We had such a good time doing it that we did it again the next year. And then, of course, we got my dad involved and made it the Tommy Nunez Youth Foundation Officiating Clinic. It's always been a 3-person clinic. It's something we enjoy doing. It's something we like doing. Something we have fun doing. And that's kind of the history of where this thing came from. And we didn't do it a couple years ago. Well, quite a few years ago, actually. We didn't do it. And we got a lot of heat for not doing it. Everybody was asking when it was, where it was. And so we decided, I guess people really want this thing. So we'll continue to do it. We didn't do it last year, obviously, with COVID. And had a number of people asking about it coming back, so here we are doing it again. We're going to work with Saguaro High School. They're going to put a high school tournament on for us because they want to be a part of the Tommy Nunez Youth Foundation as well and do what they can to help us out. So they're putting on a high school tournament, and we'll be officiating those games, all 3-person. As you know, I've got notes I'm going to be looking at here. As you know, we start May 28th at 6 p.m. with the meeting at the Embassy Suites Hotel. It's on 24th Street in Thomas. You should all have the hotel information, especially out-of-towners that are coming in. There's quite a few coming in from out of town, and we're really excited about that. We love our brothers and sisters from New Mexico, so hey, this is your family as well, so welcome. But the hotel's taking great care of us. Obviously with COVID, we don't know what the restrictions are there, whether the restaurant's going to be open or not, but they're suite rooms. They've got a nice big pool, centrally located, probably about 20 minutes from the gym. There are a number of things that you're able to do out of that location, but they've always taken really good care of us. So we'll have a meeting there Friday night at 6, go over a number of things, which we'll touch on Friday, so no big deal. The games are Saturday and Sunday, May 29th, May 30th. We start Saturday with games at 9 a.m. in 2 gyms. The last games are at 5 p.m. in 2 gyms. That means we should be done 6:30, 7 o'clock Saturday night, plenty of time. If we want to do something socially, which we've always done, you guys pick the spot, tell us where you want to go, or I'll pick a spot and we'll just go hang out and have a couple of adult beverages and visit and talk basketball. A lot of learning goes on in the bars, and it's not a bad deal. There are a number of places that we could go on Saturday. On Sunday, we'll start at 9 a.m. again, and the last game on Sunday will be at 6 p.m. So we'll be out of the gym by 7:30. Camp will be over. You're dismissed after your last game that day on Sunday. If some of you absolutely need to leave early, you need to get with me and let me know that you need to work early on Sunday so I can work you in and get you out of there. Don't do it because you just want to get on the road, all right? A lot of the learning goes on while you're sitting in the stands talking basketball and watching people work. So I'm hoping that people aren't just coming to this camp because they can say they went to the camp and meet some certain criteria in order, for going to a camp. We hope you hang out, we hope you hang with us, and we hope you sit in the stands and talk basketball all weekend. That's where a lot of the learning goes on. Saguaro High School, for those that need to know, it's 6250 North 82nd Street in Scottsdale. Okay? That's where we're going to be. I went over the game times. As far as the camp again, just to touch on it, about 20 years we've been doing this. We've had a lot of fun and a lot of success doing it. Some of the main things we're going to talk about. Now, I know we've got officials working from every level, which is fine. We've got JUCO officials that are going Division II camps. We've got high school officials that are trying to get certified. We've got high school officials trying to become junior college officials. I understand that they're all different levels here. I understand that the NFHS guidelines and mechanics are different than the college men's mechanics, which is different than the women's college mechanics. We all know that. So it's really important that you give us your expectations and tell us what it is you're looking for. If you're trying to get certified in high school, trying to get certified in New Mexico, trying to get to the state tournament in New Mexico, We can be very honest with you, very blunt with you, or we can be very nice to you if you don't like criticism. So whatever it might be, those are things that you want to think about and talk about. So mechanics, we're going to cover our mechanics, our floor mechanics. We will go over mechanics daily. Every game, it's something that we'll talk about. Your signals, you've got to use signals. Get into your mechanics manuals for the level that you work and get your signals down. We know those signals, we know what you need to do, so make sure you get those down. Effective play calling is something that's really, really important. Sometimes making the wrong call is the right thing to do. Making the right call is the wrong thing to do, which means sometimes we should pass on plays, sometimes we should let people play through things. Depends on how they affect the game. Basketball is not black and white, even though we've got a number of rules that talk about a foul being a foul and enforce the rules as written. We get all that, but there's a little bit of an art that goes into this that we're going to talk about quite a bit with play calling, all right, when we talk about effective play calling. Communication skills are huge. There will be coaches with these teams. They will want to win. They will talk to you quite a bit. We are a non-technical foul camp. That doesn't mean you can't give a technical foul. It's just I want you to work on every way possible to talk a player or coach out of a technical foul. It's too easy to give technical fouls these days. We want you to work on using your communication skills to talk players and coaches out of technical fouls. And we'll spend a little more time on that. That falls right into communication skills with your partners as well. Whether you guys like each other or not, you've got to get along on the court. You're the only three on the court really that has each other's back. So you better make sure that you're able to communicate with each other. I mentioned earlier, we need to know your expectations. I don't want you to just come in here and get lost in the crowd and, okay, I paid my $140 and I did my games and now I'm going back to wherever I came from and I'm good because I went to a camp. We really want you to jump into this and buy into this and have a good time with it, but we also need to know your expectations. And the more that we understand what you're trying to accomplish by being here, I think the better the results are going to be for you at the end of the camp. So I'm pretty good. I'm going to wrap that up now in terms of this little video that we did. If you have any questions at all, you've all got my email address. Feel free to email me with any questions at all. Hopefully some of you all are rooming together, cut down on some costs, which the hotel's good with. If you don't want to room with anybody, I think the cost of the hotel is pretty good to where you guys will be fine by yourself. But any questions at all, shoot me a note. You've got my email address, DonnieNunez@cox.net. Very original email address, so feel free. And if you're not comfortable talking to me, talk to anybody from New Mexico or from Arizona or wherever you're coming from that's known me forever, or my father forever. Very approachable. Just let us know what you need. Okay, I'm going to wrap up, and I will see you all in a couple days at the hotel. Look forward to meeting everybody. Thanks for being here.